Jo Leute, herzlich willkommen zu einer neuen Folge Call of Cthulhu. Wir sind gleich, machen gleich weiter und warten, bis das Spiel fertig geladen hat. Was jetzt jede Sekunde sein müsste. Da, Wahnsinn, betreten. Ja, ich bin ruhig.
We're almost there.
Ja, das habe ich gerade gesagt. Das Spiel heißt...
Stay on board. There's guys coming to unload. Welcome to Darkwater Island, Mr. Pierce.
Why, thank you, Captain Fitzroy.
So, what wind brought you?
Does the Hawkins case mean anything to you?
A sad story that we would all prefer to forget. Charles Hawkins may have been a landlubber, but he was a good man.
And his wife, Sarah Hawkins.
A nice young woman, and a great painter. What a tragedy. You know what? Go have a drink at the Stranded Whale. What you need is a good pick-me-up. Mitchell may not be very welcoming, but his bar holds a surprise for you. As for me, you'll find me at the Harbor Master's office. If it's the Hawkins family that brings you here, I have a pile of documents that should interest you.
Understood. I'm going for a look around the docks.
So, jetzt kann ich mich auch endlich bewegen. Hauptziele, Nebenziele in die Bar gehen mit Fitzroy. Who the frick is Fitzroy? You are getting slow. Niu. Wieso ducke ich mich? Hallo? Aber jetzt, wo ich gerade drüber nachdenke, ich mache lieber mal die Nebenziele. Wie in die Bar gehen.
Hey, be careful.
Smarter Boy, Junge, ich bin, oder was?
Let's get him another drink. He's dry.
In my bar, we don't serve troublemakers.
Hm. Ach.
Pure instinct. I behaved like a Hun, and I sincerely apologize.
Veteran, huh?
307th Infantry Regiment.
Well, that'll be okay for now. But the war is over. Try not to forget it.
I'm here for information, not for a fight.
I prefer it that way. Speak then. I reserve the right to answer or not.
Alter.
The stranded whale. I guess this bar has been here a long time.
What can I tell you? I'm a nostalgic sort of guy. The name, it reminds us of the golden age of dock water. When our whalers left for long months and came back, sweating and stinking of the oil and flesh of the whales they'd been hunting.
It was a tough time, all the same.
Ah, but steeped in glory. We've never known such wealth since then.
What can you tell me about her?
We all knew she was famous on the mainland for her paintings. Never understood why. Then, I don't want to speak ill of the dead.
Her vision. Was it so terrible?
Way I see it, the truth is really a question of point of view.
What do you mean by that?
Do you still trust the truth after a bottle of whiskey?
Fair enough.
You don't dare say a thing because you respect their memory. But that doesn't mean that you don't have a lot on your mind.
You're not a PI for nothing. Okay. I don't know what it's worth, though. But Mrs. Hawkins, she went to see her doctor very often.
She was sick.
Ah, I shouldn't have mentioned it to you. Forget it.
Her style made her famous. How would you describe it? Tortured?
Yeah? Well, it wasn't normal. I mean, for a young woman with a child and all that. We saw them in the papers and we said to ourselves, who can paint such things? Is that how she sees the world?
So they made you feel uncomfortable.
You need to see them for yourself. Make up your own mind.
Sehr
I've
guter
got what
Mann.
I need.
Anything else?
I didn't expect to find alcohol on this island. What's the source of this miracle?
You mean who? Our source of supply wouldn't like me to betray them to the first comer.
I'll tell nobody.
She'd know it anyway. Anything else?
Captain Fitzroy told me about a little pick-me-up.
You want a drink?
I wouldn't say no to a glass.
Try
Ich mach
this.
mich zum Alkoholiker. Jawohl, Kinder.
I think we'll get along well. Do you know where this place is? Warehouse 36, Darkwater Harbor.
The Hawkins warehouse. I see, yeah. If I were you, I wouldn't hang around there.
Why not?
First off, there are rumors. Sailors from around here say you can hear noises coming from the warehouse at night. Screams, that sort of thing.
Screams.
And that's not all. There's the fate of its owners and all the superstitions that go with it. But I'll say no more. Anything else?
That'll be all for now.
Ich find schön, ich muss nicht mal reden für dieses Let's Play. Er redet für mich. Hallo, hallo. Danke.
The miraculous catch. Apparently, the most significant event of the last 80 years.
Alter, ist das viel zu lesen. Ihr könnt es gerne lesen, wie immer.
like our song?
We're true sirens. We may not be pros, but we give it all we've got.
That's true. It's a reminder of the time when we were still fishing for whales off Darkwater Island.
I've never heard this song before.
Only people from here know it. It tells the story of the miraculous catch.
I saw the newspaper clipping. You don't believe it, do you?
Watch what you say, young man.
That catch saved our island.
Ah. Where's the proof?
We're the proof. Without it, the whole of Darkwater would have died of hunger in 1847.
It's true. Everything happened just as it says in the newspaper report. Our grandparents tasted its flesh.
And it was delicious.
What brought whaling to an end?
The whales, of course.
They all disappeared.
You exhausted the stocks.
You could say that, yes. There were fewer and fewer of them.
Until the last, the biggest.
The one of the miraculous catch.
Exactly.
I bid you farewell, gentlemen.
Good night, stranger.
So long.
Echt freundlich. Wenn nur eine Bar immer so wäre. Okay, hier komme ich wieder raus. Na dann, Mademoiselle.
What you looking at, stranger?
Die trinkt alle unterm Tisch.
I've rarely seen a woman who can hold her liquor so confidently.
What gives you the right to judge me?
Ah, it was a compliment.
So what? Let me drink, stranger.
Warum?
I
Ich tu
told you
links
to beat
klicken.
it.
Na dann, lasst uns gehen. Okay. Hallo? Es hat nicht gut funktioniert. Du. Singt's, Leute, singt's. Ihr habt so eine wunderschöne Stimme. Oh, ich kann jetzt sammeln.
What can I get you?
I read the article on the miraculous catch. Interesting local folklore.
Don't get it into your head to repeat that round here. It's more than folklore. On that day, the crew of the Scylla caught an exceptional catch. The biggest whale ever caught. They saved Darkwater from famine.
Das war's.
What can you tell me about it?
We all knew she was famous on the mainland.
Ja, das
I've got
war's.
Any
That'll be all for now.
Das war's, mehr gibt's ja nicht. Nicht was mit der Tür da hinten oder so. Da wer ist diese Frau? Dann könnte ich mit euch sprechen. Okay, gehen wir raus. Da ist noch was.
Prohibition is just a joke around here. That suits me fine.
I guess.
You can stay to watch if you want. You can pick up the pieces.
Come on, you bastard! There's nothing for you here either. Beat it. You hear that? You bilge rats don't scare me.
Was kann man hier sonst noch tun?
Back. Let the police do their work. Hey, Sullivan. Can't you go any faster?
Seen how old this thing is. If we force it too much.
The blood is just beginning to coagulate. It died a short time ago. Only a specialist would know what killed it.
Don't put that beast back in the water, you shysters. You're crazy. They're cops. They can't understand. Damn stupid idiot.
The same goes for you, sir. Move along.
I'm looking for this address. Warehouse 36, Darkwater Harbor.
Ah. And so who are you?
I didn't introduce myself. Edward Pierce, private detective.
In any case, it's not very important. I can't answer that.
You can't? Or you don't want to?
Oh, no. I'm not getting into those games, me. Now, please, allow me to do my job.
You can't understand. Don't put that beast back in the water, you shysters. You're crazy.
You can see that I'm busy, can't you?
You
That's
can't
no
understand.
way
You're
to
not
know, man.
sailors.
Think I fucked things up. Anyway, lasst uns diese Laterne holen. Die kann ich doch bestimmt auf... Fuck! Ich wollte die haben. Da, ausgetrickst.
I wonder what Captain Fitzroy has got to say about this woman, Cat.
Interesting. Da gibt's auch noch was.
Broken. This place seems half abandoned. The Scylla. It finished up beached at the entrance to the harbor.
Mann, ich dachte, ich kann nicht scheißen gehen.
Fishing equipment. Could do with some rust remover. A souvenir from a more prosperous era. I guess this blackboard hasn't been wiped for more than 70 years.
Band 2. Warte, habe ich das jetzt schon? Fast. Noch eins und ich hab's.
This man and Fitzroy could be twins.
Es ist wahrscheinlich ja. Ich behaupte, niemand in dieser Stadt ist
What a
alt geworden.
macabre souvenir.
Weil das, ich kenne mich nicht gut mit Cthulhu aus. Aber ich glaube, so ist es doch. Das ist meistens so eine Seestadt, eben wie hier. Und in der altert niemand. Die ist halt schon komplett runtergekommen und so. Und wenn sie großartig Kontakt zur Außenwelt haben, dann wird dieser Fluch gebrochen. Dann verlieren sie alles. Oder glauben sie jedenfalls. Irgendwie so, keine Ahnung.
I've brought out the Charles Hawkins cargo manifests. They're on the table next to you. But in truth, you're likely to be disappointed. When you're done, come join me on the deck.
These manifests are signed by Charles Hawkins. But that's all I'll get from them.
Das war's? Ich suche immer noch das Dog.
From here, I see everything that goes on in the harbor. The hard-working lives of my sailors, the fights at the stranded whale. Even the antics of these wharf rats don't escape me.
It's you who lays down the law around here.
Oh, I wouldn't go that far. I'm just the last serving captain on Darkwater. Tell me what I can do to help you.
Your manifests have been blacked out. They're totally unreadable.
Yeah, I saw that. I've got no idea who did it or why. I don't remember having countersigned anything special enough for someone to hide it.
And why obliterate the dates, as well as the goods stored in the warehouse?
You mean that the dates have some meaning?
I'm surprised Charles Hawkins had goods to store, knowing that whaling stopped in 1847.
I see that you're interested in the history of our island. Indeed, maritime activities ceased altogether at the end of the last century. I imagine that the Hawkins family had other types of contracts.
But you don't know with whom?
No, it was none of my business.
Holy fuck.
I found a threatening letter, signed by a certain Cat.
What? I don't mind you visiting my harbor master's office, but I'd prefer if you didn't go through my affairs.
Are you being blackmailed?
Not exactly, no. That shyster wants to make us pay protection money.
With any success?
I wouldn't say that. but she terrifies my men as much as her own.
Can you not do anything to stop her?
Don't you worry about that.
I was looking at your photograph. The one of the man in front of the boat.
Ah, yes, I can see the one you're talking about.
Interesting resemblance. I thought it was you, but with a wooden leg.
And for good reason. That's my father in the photograph.
Your father?
John Fitzroy, captain of the Scylla. His wooden leg is here. You can go and see it if you're interested.
Habe ich schon.
I'm just back from the wharves. The dead killer whale is unsettling the sailors.
Ah, yes. Us men of the sea are superstitious folk.
Okay, was soll das heißen?
The police took the decision to put the killer whale back into the sea.
You've got to understand them. They didn't know what to do with it.
I think that was a mistake. Who says that whatever caused those wounds is no longer in these waters?
You think we should have kept it?
To look into the real cause of its death, at least. Killer whales don't have many known predators.
That's true. And normally, they're not found around here. But, you're gonna take me for a fool.
Give it a try.
Have you heard about the depths? Trenches that plunge into the earth and that shelter creatures unlike any other.
You're talking about mythology.
Ha! Indeed, you're right.
The miraculous catch. Is it a local legend?
Not at all. It's an episode from our glorious past. Go read the story of the sailor's return to Darkwater Harbor. It's displayed on a wall of the stranded whale.
Habe ich das nicht?
I'm looking for Warehouse 36. Do you know where it is?
Look, it's right there. The warehouse is opposite the jetty. You can't miss it.
Understood.
You know who the building belongs to, don't you?
Okay.
It belonged to the Hawkins family.
Precisely. Ship owners from father to son.
I think that somebody here wanted me to search this warehouse. I shall be on my way.
So come back and see me when you've got something new.
Limo. Ich habe was gewonnen. Die kann ich nicht da rein investieren. Ich werde die ansammeln. Ich mag das nämlich überhaupt nicht, wenn etwas so ein bisschen hat. So.
That's no way to treat an omen.
You didn't tell me that the warehouse I was looking for was right in front of us.
Because its owner is dead. And I don't want to see you hanging around it. Now please, leave us to our work.
You can't understand. Don't put that beast back in the water, you shysters. You're crazy.
Scheiß
What
das.
could have done so much damage?
You can't understand. You're not seeing.
Da gibt's wieder was Neues. Hallo?
Where do you think you're going?
I thought that the Hawkins case had been closed.
That's true.
So what are you doing on guard duty in front of this warehouse?
Who's asking the questions here, the cop or the tourist?
Who are these others so interested in the warehouse?
And why would I tell you?
What's the difference between a police officer and a private detective?
The badge?
Exactly. Apart from that piece of metal, there's nothing that sets us apart.
You think so?
We're looking for the same thing, you and I.
Okay. Spare me the next verse. I'll tell you what I know. There are sailors who think that there's a beast prowling around the docks. And then again, these guys panic at the thought of bringing a rabbit onto a boat, so...
I see.
And there are others who would like to use the warehouses for their goods.
Who are they?
Sorry, I really can't talk about them.
Aber warum? Na gut. Anyway. ich würde jetzt gern sagen, das war's mit der Episode. Und kann man hier speichern? Yikes. Im schlimmsten Fall spiele ich bisher wieder zurück. Nein, ich hoffe, es hat euch gefallen. Bis zur nächsten Folge und GLHV.